Redheads.
No, it was like in the 90s.
Redheads? And they're brothers?
They were
Nation?
brothers.
You know what I mean? You mean the blonde haired kids? Zach and Cody?
No. This was like in the 90s. Oh, wait, if you guys, I don't have my phone. Can you look up Nickelodeon, Redhead Nickelodeon, Redhead kids on the Nickelodeon show in the 90s? I don't know. But he's a electrician. And one day I'm standing there and I'm like, and I was just like looking, I was like, this fucking guy's face, like, is so fucking like, I know him for some reason. So I went up to him, I was like, where did we work on? Like, what job did we work on? And he was like, I never worked with you, buddy. And I was like, we had to work on the show. And he's like, yeah, you grew up in the 90s, right? I was like, yeah, I grew up in the 90s. Like, I watched, you watched Nickelodeon? Yeah, I did. He was like, you heard about this show? And he said, and I was like, yeah, it rings a bell. And he was like, well, I was the main actor.
Oh my god.
And I'm like,
Pete and Pete?
What? Pete and Pete.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Pete and Pete.
And then the girl who just passed away was in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Trachtenberg. Yeah, hold on. It was this guy.
So Pete and Pete.
Yeah, it was Michael C. Morona.
Michael C. Morona.
Yeah.
What a name.
Electric.
Damn.
Super cool guy. And then the other person that I got in really cool with, and he was super nice. I looked at him again, and I was like, I fucking know this guy. Same story. But he was on, and I do the same thing. I was like, what job did we work on together? And he was like, I was on MTV. And I was like, you were on News on the Hour every hour? Gideon.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
the guy with the glasses, tall. And he was a writer for Quantico. And we got in really cool with each other, and I wish I would have fucking took his contact information. But he used to see me outside of Silver Cup smoking cigarettes. And one day he came by and he was like, can I have a cigarette? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I went to give him a cigarette. He's like, I quit smoking like 5 years ago. And I was like, should I give you the cigarette? And he's like, I'm a grown-ass man. And I was like, great, you make your decision. And he was really cool.
Nice.
Gideon.
So he's like writing now?
Yeah, he's a writer.
At least he's in the business technically.
Yeah.
You're wearing your Maryland socks?
Yeah, but that wasn't like intentional.
That was intentional.
No, these are really comfy socks.
We were having
Maryland, wherever.
We were having a full-on debate of like the Maryland flag yesterday.
What about it?
Like, if that's
We're recording, by the way.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Recording. But the Virginia flag, I think, is the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
We back. We got Marcus back too. Hopefully, audio's working. After that debauchery. Are you taping up the Dunkin' Donuts label?
No, I don't know why I did that.
That's product placement.
Product placement.
I turn it, you said it already. Like,
although these mugs, though, from the Galley, this is a restaurant in like a diner in Richmond. And I don't know why, but the taste of coffee from a mug like this is so much better than like just like a basic standard one. I don't know why. Maybe it's like texture.
I think it's mental.
Probably.
You're crazy, Will.
Yeah.
Probably.
I do think coffee from a ceramic mug to a metal, like, you know.
Oh yeah, the can, the Yeti thing.
Yeah,
I
think they taste different.
There has to be something to it. Same thing with beer, right? It's better when it's in the barrels and all than it's in that fucking machine.
Yeah, I like it in the. I like beer out of bottles.
Yeah, I can't do beer in a can. Like, also, I feel like in a can it gets
it fluctuates with temperature.
Yeah, bottle's the way to go, or glass, just honestly. But
Isn't a bottle glass?
It is.
Yeah, oops. I was thinking of trash.
No, they do have aluminum. No, I would still consider it aluminum cans. Like the Coors Lights.
Oh yeah,
the spin-off thing.
Wait, let me see. Is this? So am I 1 or 2?
We'll check.
You're 1.
Am I? Yeah. No, I'm 2.
Wait.
I gave me and Jack 2 because we're gonna be on the phone.
Jack 2.
Well, 2 isn't going up. Oh wait, Marcus, you might be 2. Wait, say something.
Pikachu?
Am I 2? 2 isn't doing anything.
Is it now?
No, because you're 1.
Jack, can you say
might
something?
be 2.
Test.
Oh yeah, you're 2.
Jack wasn't saying nothing the whole time.
I was like, am I supposed to be saying something? I don't fucking know.
Will would make the best detective ever.
Wait a minute, it must be. Have you guys watched Traitors?
Traitors?
Dude, it's so fucking good. It's like Survivor and Clue combined. And they have all these people from like, they have like Johnny Bananas from Road Rules on.
Uh-huh.
Or no, Challenge.
Road Rules. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like like people from like all over like reality TV, they come on to this house hosted by Alan Cumming, who's phenomenal.
He's a great person.
I know.
He's really nice in person.
Is he?
Yeah,
You worked with
he
him
is.
on
The Good Wife.
The Good Wife? That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I wore a sweater that I had an X-Man patch that I bought from a comic book store, and I pressed it on this black sweater, and everywhere I would go, people were like, "Oh, where'd you get that sweater?" Because it was so simple. It was an all-black sweater with the X-Man, and I'm sitting there, and Alan Cumming is sitting down, and he looks at me, and he was like, "That's a really nice sweater." I looked at him, I was like, "You motherfucker." I was like, "You're a Nightcrawler. Like, come on." And then he honestly said, he's like, "I wish they would call me back."
Yeah, he was so good as
He was a
Nightcrawler.
great
They never
Nightcrawler.
called them back.
He was like, they never called him back to do another movie.
Because they made they made so
Fuck
many
him.
more.
Welcome to the real world, bitch.
It's like it's Alan Cumming. Like why? It's so sad. I wish they'd call me back. Like he was
My bank
great.
account is, I had 400 million yesterday. Now I only had 402, and I don't know what's gonna happen.
I had to sell my house.
I only got $2 million.
Billy Porter.
Oh, yeah, Billy Porter. Remember during the writer's strike, Billy Porter
Oh,
tweeted out.
fuck him too.
Sell my house.
I had to sell my
God.
house. There's a writer's strike. Everyone's like, "Fuck you,
What?
dude." Like,
It's like,
And then you
save
read
your
the
money.
the fine print. It's basically him saying that he didn't have the money to like renovate the house, so he had to get rid of it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like it wasn't even like, oh shit, I can't afford the mortgage. It was like,
it was his
I have to stay at my other house.
Yeah, right.
His goddamn towel closet for his bathroom is bigger than most New York apartments.
Probably.
Fuck
It's
you.
Probably.
Jeez.
No?
Can you do me a favor? Can you see if Jack's in the frame there?
Yeah, he's definitely a friend.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And all the mics are working this time.
Yes.
For
sure.
Yeah,
Seems
we
to
did.
be, yeah.
We double-checked everything.
Dude, the last show was so fucking funny, dude.
That happened to us in the car, remember? When we
Yeah, we have
we
two.
had the best
We have
jokes.
3 lost episodes. That was Captain Cumbeard.
Captain Cumbeard! Wait, really?
No, I think
Oh,
the
that
mics
we
went
lost that
out
one?
on
Yeah,
Captain.
we lost
Oh, that was such a
Cumbeard.
good riff.
Captain
Cumbeard.
It's if you don't know Jack.
I'm like trying to put 2 and 2 together. I don't
Well,
like.
yeah, I mean, if you're probably putting it together, Captain Cumbeard.
I made up this fictional pirate who would loot other pirate boats with their cum. Captain Cumbeard. And so like be Johnny Depp, like cum all over his beard.
All mad.
Oh no, Captain Cumbeard's coming! I'm gonna take your loot. You're gone.
And at first he used to hint like, I love the seamen. It's like, oh, you're thinking it's the seamen? No, it's really.
Yeah, Captain Cumbeard. God. Oh my, his boat.
They actually did on SNL this week make a funny joke where he's like, I recently like came into some money, and they're like, really? And he's like, yeah, I had nowhere else to put it.
Wait, who said that?
Bone Jang.
Oh,
Or Gang.
Love him.
God, it's great.
Dude, I saw him in like by Domino Park on a run, and I was like, oh my god, I fucking love Bowen Yang, and I was gonna go up and like introduce myself, and as soon as they did like these 3 girls just like hovered him, I was like, I'm not gonna like awkwardly just
But how
wait my
open
turn.
was he towards like the girls?
Oh yeah,
talking?
super excited.
Yeah, I don't know. He gives off a vibe where it looks like he could be a little
Standoffish.
harsh. Yeah.
You know who's like that? Chris Katan.
Mango.
So we
He's
were.
standoffish?
This is a while ago,
What?
but it was like we was walking by Central Park, like 82nd, and there's a hot dog stand. I think I'm in the corners. So it's me, Miguel, and a couple other guys. We're crossing the street, and we just see him, this dude, just standing like this. He's just waiting. It was.
I was like, a secret's contagious.
And he can see that we can see him. And he starts going to the fucking guy in the hot dog, like, come on. he put the fucking mustard on. Like he didn't have time to put anything on it.
Give it out though. These guys are coming.
Cause he was like, "Oh, that's Chris Catan."
It's the first time he's probably been recognized in like 20 years too.
Right.
Oh man.
Like French Stewart.
Corky Romano comes out.
He's a funny dude, but you can tell he's one of those guys. Just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Just leave me alone.
Did he have like a bad accident or something? Is that what happened?
No, that's Tracy Morgan.
That's Tracy
Tracy
Morgan.
Morgan.
Didn't
He's
Oh, but he
cool.
got paid though.
But Tracy
Walmart
Morgan
paid
is
him
a
out.
good guy.
Yeah.
But no, but like
Tracy Morgan's cool.
I saw him on like the 50th anniversary. Chris Catan. He looked like he had something
He's a
happen to
cokehead,
him.
bro. He's a cokehead.
Is that what it is? His
lot of people-
neck was
he's-
fucked up or something. Yeah, for sure.
Wait, weren't you on like a Zoom with Tracy Morgan one time?
Oh,
I'm actually very jealous of that.
that's great. So this is like just after he had the accident, he gets back onto working for the Last OG. So we had to do those you know how we do the onboarding where everyone gets the rules and like what's that HR. So everyone's camera who's not there, we can see them do the camera feeds. And Tracy Morgan the entire time is taking his cameras off. And he has like this wheel of fisheye. He's going into he's like, is my camera on? You just see his nostrils all flared out. And it's like everybody's yelling, yeah, Tracy, the camera's on. He's like, I can't hear anybody. Because you can see the lips moving, but you couldn't hear. So after we try to fix his fucking audio issues, we try to fix his visuals, they just kept going back and forth. It's like 30 minutes of him doing this. The guy is, that's his thing though. He loves like making you laugh.
Yeah.
And he'll even though I'm quite sure he knows how to work his camera, he'll play it up.
Yeah.
Because like even when he walks into the set, like before he gets into the set, 30 minutes he's just there dancing to the music and just making jokes.
Really?
And then he finally gets in there. Yeah.
I feel like he's that kind of person. Like it's like just he's funny just by
No, yeah.
himself. Like naturally just funny.
No, he's good. He's funny, man.
I think we mentioned this in the last podcast, but no one knows because it had no sound. But Eddie Murphy does a great
That was-
Tracy
that
Morgan.
that was
Really?
good.
Yes, it was in I think the
Jeopardy?
50th special, the Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so
It
good.
was like
so good. It sounded like, and Tracy Morgan was there.
yeah.
Literally next to him.
And then even off screen, they would cut back to the host of the game show, and you would still hear Eddie Murphy being Tracy Morgan, yelling,
So
I think like doubling down on whatever he said.
perfect.
That was a good spot. Wait, who was the host last night?
I didn't watch it.
Come on, I said it like 18 times last night.
Was it Gaga?
Yeah.
She was the host.
And musical guest.
Oh wow.
We had it. So she just released the album Mayhem, and apparently it's really good. And Jack had this idea to do a drinking game. Anytime anyone mentions Mayhem or a song from Mayhem, we have to take a drink. And it came to the point where Jack was the only one mentioning Mayhem. Like,
No one knew when I was mentioning it, so I just sat there and quietly just kept drinking my
drinking.
beer. Like,
Why is Jack so drunk?
No, but Lady Gaga, when I only did like a day or two on SNL. She was there once, but I didn't see her. I heard her through her dressing room because the door was closed, and she was like practicing her notes, like la la la.
Oh wow.
Amazing! Just
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
that, like talented, like
She got
straight
vocals.
up, true vocalist right there.
where was that? Where
SNL. That was like 3 or 4 years ago. But the funny thing, I met Melissa McCarthy on the elevator.
Oh, really?
And I would say right there, I would be like, yeah, I'm hitting that. I'm not even into women like, wait, we're just like that big, but just like, yeah. Because you're rich. You're rich. You're hot right now. You're a 10.
well, she's married to the new kids on the block dude, right? Jenna McCarthy?
Huh?
Jenna McCarthy?
No, Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy.
The big one from
The
Jenna.
comedian.
Jenna's, I don't know.
She used to be a host. Like
Oh,
the
Chelsea
blonde-
Handler.
Chelsea
Shit,
Handler.
that's, no, you're right.
How
no,
did we get to
Jenna
Chelsea Handler?
McCarthy.
Because I get Chelsea Handler and Jesse McCarthy.
I don't know how you do that. That's crazy.
Because they're both blonde. They're both funny.
That's crazy work.
Yeah.
Wait, I will say one of the best jokes, though, that someone made about Gaga, though, and I forget who did it. Gaga used to do like a lot of coke, and she stopped doing cocaine because her
Did she?
her dad said you're fucking up, and she never did cocaine again. So the comedian's joke is like, can you imagine the show Intervention with just Gaga's dad being like, you're fucking up, and they just stop doing drugs.
You're right.
They're like, you don't gotta go to rehab. Like, just Mr. Germanato, you're fucking up.
It's people that like those interventions and stuff like that. I love. What's that doctor's name? with the accent,
Oh,
like people that are overweight.
Oh yeah,
And
the
he
Indian
just tell
guy.
you straight up, like
Yeah.
you just eat too much.
You're going to die. You will die by next week.
the clip. But I have to eat. You'll be okay.
There's this guy I saw on Instagram who's like he's like 600 pounds and he's going to go for 90 days of not eating. And just like lose
Something
weight
tells me
that
he'll
way.
make it.
I know, right? He's so fat. So he's like, I think like the doctor said like, as long as I drink water, I'll be fine.
Because it just eats away all
It eats away his body fat.
Yeah, your body just goes off.
Well, it's like if you're stranded on a desert island, as long as you don't drink the ocean water,
Yeah.
like you'll be good.
That's just
Yeah,
so
but what do you drink though? And you're like,
I don't think you can. You can.
Cum.
You just pure water.
Captain Cumbeard!
It's got protein.
That's his origin story. He was Marine.
Yeah,
so
but then when you
gotta
get dehydrated, like how do you?
Oh, can you imagine that? Like you gotta catch your own cum and put it back in you?
shooting up in the air.
It just becomes a game.
Oh
Miss-
gosh.
Captain Cumbeard.
New meaning to cum shot.
Don't shoot shit! Falls in the sand, you just look in the sand. Yeah.
Dude, I don't understand. Like, I think you can probably drink. You'd have to get that distiller for
Oh, the
like
filtration?
filtration,
Yeah.
so you can have clean water.
Yeah, because you carry that.
I was about to say, you're on this stranded island, like you're like just Amazoning some shit. Like,
just dropping it to you. Like,
we're not gonna save you, but like here's your package.
You can only send one message.
I just saw a trailer for this new show. It's like one of those like Survivor shows, but it's like you're on like this island, but your family is watching you.
That sounds cool.
And then like you can be like, take me off of this island, and your family hits the button and they take you off the island.
1 minute in.
But they were showing it, and this kid was like, I don't want to be here no more. Can you take me off the island? And the mom's like he can't hear his mom or see his mom, but she's there talking to the dad. She's like, no,
Whoa.
he needs to stay there.
Do they know that the family's watching though?
Yes, they do. So that's where you can give the hint, like, please take me off the island. I don't want to be here no more. But most of the family is like, no, stay your ass on the island. We're not taking you off.
No, they need to do a Survivor Cartel edition.
Oh my god.
Pablo Escobar and everyone.
You
Jesus.
gotta transport fucking cocaine across the water.
Whoever can get the coke all there on the board will win the prize money of $1 million. First up is
Oh no, where it'd be like, if you can bring this coke across the border, you can keep the coke. And it's like, you know how many crackheads would be on that show?
you have Tyrone Biggums.
For the free crack giveaway.
You're saying all the time I gotta do.
To be fair, a shark was just found with a bunch of coke in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah,
So-
that's gonna be a movie for sure.
A shark.
cocaine
the
Elizabeth
fish.
Banks is cocaine shark.
Cocaine shark.
That's horrible.
Wait, was it dead?
I don't remember.
Oh my god.
That
imagine a
cocaine
shark
bear
on
had a
coke.
heart attack.
Yeah.
Ate it.
Yeah.
A bunch of cocaine.
And then they made a statue of it.
Cocaine bear.
Cocaine bear is so good.
Like watching the on I think Discovery or wherever, National Geographic, the airports where they would like smugglers catch smugglers and stuff like that. They're so freaking smart. These people, like the ingenuity of like them trying to like smuggle stuff, where you know the lining of a suitcase is like plastic.
Yeah.
They would remove the plastic. They would take like Coke, like compact it so hard where it's kind of like plastic now, and put it as the suitcase
What?
lining.
Oh shit.
So like, but wouldn't the sensors wouldn't that like detect like the dogs like smelling it or something?
If they get caught, then yeah. But like some of these people, there's so many people coming through that if you just be who you are and not look suspicious, you can probably get through with it.
Nothing is worse than like going through the line and like you see these dogs and you're like, what if I mistakenly just have a bomb in my suitcase? You're like, I don't know.
Okay, so
It's so scary.
I'll tell you my situation right now. One time I was going in the airport. They were walking the dog. The fucking dog came right next to me.
No.
His nose hit my hand and kept walking. I think it was like accidentally, but when it hit my hand, I freaked out. And I'm like, I didn't have nothing on me. And I was like, oh no, what if they think I have something on me now? And then they're gonna have to pull me aside. And nothing happened. But every time I went to the airport, I always get pulled over once I go through the... Yeah, you remember that time they did it to me?
Oh, Daytona?
Yeah.
They always do it to me. When I walk through the machine, they come by, they swab my hands, they'll pat me down extra, and they would always tell me, "Hey, we're gonna give you a pat down. Do you want to do it here in public, or should we just take you to the room?" I was like, "Do it in public. I don't."
You're like, I got places. Come on.
Yeah.
Like,
So they would pat me down. They would wipe my fingers, and like it was in North Carolina this happened to me, and I went to the guy. I was like, "Why are you wiping my fingers down? What does that mean?" He was like, "Oh, it's just residue." I was like, "Really? What kind of residue? What are we talking? Bomb residue? Drug residue? What are we
it's a very broad statement.
Hey, every time they freaking interrogate you, like, so Muhammad, sorry.
But every time they do it, you got that long line of people waiting, and
just
they're
pull
all
them.
staring.
pull
And
them.
I'm
I know. It's so fucking embarrassing. Ugh.
To be fair, if you were Will, you would just want the cavity search.
I'll do the cavity. No, we don't. We're not asking to do it. No. Let's take me to the room, please.
Okay, fine. I'll do it.
I didn't pack my suitcase.
Look, sir, we didn't even flag you.
I guess I'll do a cavity search. It's okay.
Sheesh.
I'm allergic to latex, so you're gonna have to go raw. It's like what?
I have this really bad rash when it comes to latex. I guess I'll do it. Bro, do you think it's gonna pick up the
No,
coffee?
whatever. It's not gonna be an hour long making coffee. How many cups of coffee you had already?
Dude, I need like 4 for this is a 4 type of coffee kind of.
Does it really do anything for you? I don't find that stuff.
I mean, honestly, I just need something to like just drink. I mean, other than water, I don't know why, but
Coffee doesn't do nothing for me.
No, I think it's you got the tolerance got to be built up.
Correct.
already.
Yeah.
I was on a really good stretch of only just doing 1 cup of coffee a day, but for some reason I need like 3, but like only in the morning, like back to back to back,
I
and
can
then
drink
I'm
coffee
good.
all day long.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do the 3 o'clock coffee, but that is really fucked up my sleep.
Really?
Yeah, so I would
90 years old, like.
No, I know, but like I would do so I just do 3 cups of coffee like back to back to back, like 9, 10, 10:30.
Is that why you bought decaf coffee once?
I bought that by accident because I didn't read the fine print.
He buys a lot of things by accident because one time he came to my place and he bought a case of Corona, and he was like, it's such a great deal. These Coronas are so cheap. And we look at the box and we're like, well, it's Coronitas.
7 ounces. I was so excited because I was like $24 for $18, 24 of them. That's insane. That's incredible.
That's a deal.
And it's light.
You're holding it. My whole hand covers the bottle. They're like 1 sips. Like
Although I did, you know what I do kind of like about those? Because you know how I don't like lukewarm beer at all. You can drink it like it's cold faster. They're never gonna go lukewarm unless you just like leave it out.
Yeah. Unless you drink your beer in a good pace and not babysit it, then it won't
Heyo.
get lukewarm.
Do I do that?
I mean, if
don't do
your
that.
beer gets lukewarm, then you're probably babysitting it.
Well, yeah. But I think it's if you have the 7 ounce, I can just boom, 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 boom. 1, 2.
Yeah. Yeah, but you'll kill that quick. I don't know.
Are you still drinking Guinness?
Yeah, I drink it all the time.
Is that bad?
That's a question. That's a weird question. Sounds like someone's peeing in the background.
There's a 5th person here. You didn't know that?
Imagine that was like Marcus in the corner just peeing. Why can't I keep talking?
Give me a glass.
Wait, so Marcus, when are you gonna make an appearance on this?
Never.
I don't think you have ever, right?
did
No,
once.
Marcus did. Yeah, on the first episode, which is never aired.
That's right.
Because that was just a weird one. We got into huge arguments
Yeah.
with Terrell,
Well, Terrell loves to argue.
and then the camera was.
No, but
all
Terrell
fucking
was just
weird.
like he's like a contrarian just to be one. Like he was just arguing like he was like I'm like at some point like dude are you working for the fucking state like you want more tax what the fuck is wrong with you?
right? Yeah.
You idiot. I should be like you know what? Fuck this. We don't need healthcare. We do need healthcare. There we go, Terrell. Now we got our plan. You fucking idiot. Love the guy, but he was just like a natural contrarian for no reason. Like concede.
Yeah.
Concede.
He loves to argue.
Like, man.
I love him. I haven't seen him in a while.
He's getting married at the end of
Yeah.
this month.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
he's getting.
I'll tell you, on his honeymoon, his wife's like, yo, give it to me my ass. No, I want the pussy. Only the pussy. I want to try new things. I know you've been asking for it, but
It's like, yeah, whatever you want him to do, just say the opposite. He
it's
does
the
it.
opposite. Guess what? We'll buy you Bugatti. No, I don't want a Ford.
Give me a Toyota Corolla, please. 2016.
What a year.
What a great year.
I can't. You,
That guy will argue for diarrhea. Right? That's so much. He's just a contrarian.
here's the thing, though, right?
I like diarrhea.
You just said
Ew, that's
2016. Does anybody remember between the years of like 2010 to 2020?
Yeah.
You do? Like, for me, it's such a freaking blur.
It's a blur, right? I'll
It's a
say so for
blur.
me, at least.
And that was like my high school, college.
Oh, that's why. Like,
Yeah. And I mean, that was actually, I didn't really drink at all in college. I mean, I drank, but not like crazy because I was running all the time.
you're just so condescending the way how you speak. I didn't drink at all, but sometimes I just
I mean, I'm better than you.
Well, I mean, parties, but
make up your mind.
I know, no. I don't know. I was, because we had to wake up every morning at like 5 a.m. to run.
He's like, I used
So I
to
never-
drink, but
I
I'm not like
couldn't
you,
really-
Calvin. I'm not an alcoholic.
Well, I didn't really drink until I moved to New York, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
You trying to say about my city, huh?
No, he didn't have friends until he moved to New York.
He's a social drinker.
That's true. Anybody want a beer?
Speaking of, start cracking it open. Jack, you're in your 30s, right?
Very much so, yeah.
Okay.
So Will is the youngest one still. Wow.
I'm the baby.
He's a baby.
I'm the baby. Am I in frame?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're in frame.
Cool.
Room is in frame.
I mean, there's 2 frames.
Oh, dude, got the sunset tonight at 6:56.
Oh, daylight savings.
Great.
Should we fact check and see if that's actually?
I think it's exactly right. I think it's spot. Is it?
Wait, what? Directly on the time, you said?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, you were looking it up. Why? So you can sit there and look at the sunset?
I love sunsets.
Really?
It's my favorite thing ever. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you notice, like, when you look at sunsets, it's always better in a parking lot?
Yeah. Like a Walmart parking lot. Like, this is the most beautiful thing ever.
You walk out of the
What
store,
the
you're
hell?
like, whoa.
To be fair, Tracy Morgan didn't have a good Walmart sunset.
Oh. Listen, he got paid good.
Yeah, Walmart
Too
was
good.
like, fuck.
But I think he has his things with cars because, like, the Walmart hit with the truck, and then there was one. Was it a Bugatti?
Yeah, that's a Bugatti.
You got another accident?
He pulled out of the dealership.
Another car wreck.
Yeah, but that wasn't his fault though because it was a lady that was driving. I don't think it's ever Tracy Morgan's fault.
Do you think that's why, why him and Paul Walker never got in a car together?
Oh jeez, that's dark.
And he's your favorite man too.
He is, actually.
I saw a meme where it was from the movie of Fast and Furious where him and Eva Mendes, and he's like driving and he's looking at Eva Mendes. And she's like, you should look at the road. And he was like, should I? And he hits the gas and kept staring at her. And then it cuts to the news clip. Paul Walker just died in a car crash.
no.
I was like, oh, no. It's like, people find and make the funniest shit
I
ever.
know that.
Like,
Dude,
social media is amazing with these videos that they can
the
pull up.
editing they make is absolutely insane.
Well, I forget the meme, but they wanted to do Fast and the Furious mixed with like something else, and I forget what the something else was.
Was
They
it
were
Jurassic Park?
Like, yeah, and they're like the one thing stronger than dinosaurs is family. Dinosaurs can't stop family.
No, they just keep making those. I saw one where it's like,
You said they need to keep making those?
Yeah,
They're
dude.
at 10, right?
So
Technically
many.
11. They're making 10 part 2.
yeah, with Scarlett Johansson. They got rid of Chris Pratt.
Wait, Scarlett
Chris
Johansson
Pratt?
agreed to this bullshit?
Wait, Chris
Wait.
Pratt?
Are we talking about Jurassic Park or Fast and Furious?
No, the Jurassic Park
Jurassic.
one.
Oh, sorry.
Fast and
Yeah,
Furious.
yeah,
No, they got Jonathan
Jurassic
Bailey
Park,
now.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson's in it, yeah.
Yeah. No. So wait, they haven't completed the whole Fast and Furious saga. Because they did part 1,
No.
and they still making that part 2.
Well, that's why Vin Diesel wants to film it in Los Angeles. He's like, we need to give back. And I'm like, it's also where the movie takes place.
I watched 10X
It's
for
terrible.
5 minutes and I turned it off.
absolutely
I
terrible.
can't
Is it
do
that bad?
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a stretch of a movie.
I think I stopped after the first one.
Well, that's
You didn't-
unfortunate.
Not Tokyo
Serious.
Drift?
I don't care for it.
Not
I
even-
didn't even care for the first one. I was like, this is dumb.
The first one, I really liked the first one. And Tokyo Drift was really good. Because it stuck more to the car culture.
Yeah.
And then after that, it just went...
They became
like, where did
X-Men.
it become like CIA agents and stuff running around? And then cars jumping cliffs where physically impossible.
You knew though in the second Fast and Furious when they jumped that ramp onto the boat, when they did that.
The one with Ludacris?
Yeah. It was it was
in Miami.
It was Paul Walker and Tyrese Gibson.
Yeah.
And they jump off a ramp they drive off a ramp onto the boat. And then once you saw that, you're like, okay, the next movie, they're going to have to top that now. It's going to get ridiculous.
They should have done
And
like
it
Point
does.
Break. Just know where to end it. The first one.
To be fair, in the 8th one, they go to space.
That's right.
The Pontiac Graham literally goes into the orbit.
Like, come on.
So it's just Tyrese and Ludacris just in the orbit of the world in a Pontiac Grand Am.
How did Ludacris all of a sudden, like, from being the owner of a mechanic shop running illegal races to then now being a tech geek, like breaking into systems? Like,
Yeah.
How did Ludacris, when Paul Walker died, he said he had to stop his child support because he was like, I can't afford it. Like, I'm not working right now. I'm not, like, Paul Walker died. I'm not
I
on
think
fast right now.
that was Tyrese.
Yeah, Tyrese had a...
Oh, it was Tyrese.
Yeah, Tyrese. Yeah, he went through a whole, like...
Yeah, Black folk look alike. We all got the same problems.
Just for proof of non-racism, I'm gonna.
No, it's okay. I'll make racist jokes all the time.
I'm gonna prove
I
that
confuse
it
those
was
motherfuckers
Ludacris.
myself. You know how many times I walked down the street and thought I saw my brother? Oh shit, that ain't you.
Dude, you know what's crazy? The only time, like, you know there's like those roasts, like the roast of, like Tom Brady or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the only time
That
someone
was
like
good.
someone like walked, the only time someone walked off was Ludacris when they made like a Paul Walker joke. So he got up and like left and they're like,
Wait, that was
Really?
yeah, he's the only one who's ever like walked off.
Wow.
And
But
they
it was,
didn't.
it was like right after.
Yeah. It was like,
Sheesh.
and they edited it where so they didn't even like acknowledge it because you just see him get up and leave, and then it cut to immediately like back to the person in
blame
the
him.
chair. Yeah,
That was his friend.
Yeah.
That was really they were friends.
I forget who the comedian was. It might have been. I forget who the comedian was.
Luda was a part of the joke too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, I'm not doing this right now.
Well, at least he didn't get up and walked over to the guy and slapped him in the face. You know?
Will Smith.
Little stiff arm.
Jeez. Yeah, that was... Did you see Will Smith's now making a comeback with music?
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's making a comeback with movies. He's doing Island Legend 2 now, apparently. Wait, music?
Yeah, can you check that camera, see if it's rolling still? Just want to make sure.
Oh, yeah, we're good. We're at 32 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're rolling.
Covered a lot of shit. This is nice.
This is good.
a good one.
I like this. I like the setup.
Rolling.
Although
Back and
the
forth.
last episode was good, and I can't really put my finger on why it was so good. I think just there's someone wasn't here. You know,
That's a dick move, Marcus.
No, you know what
I can't put
happened?
my finger on it.
You know what actually?
I'll put my finger in you. It's like, whoa.
You know what happened? What happened? Because when you texted me, we was at work, and I was busting my ass. We was losing track of time. So when I went home, I forgot all about the fucking text. So by the time you text, was like, oh shit! He want to do the podcast.
You ready?
Because I saw it on Friday. I was like, oh yeah, I got this. But it was working, so I didn't really think about it.
Were you on
Yeah,
set
yeah.
yesterday?
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't realize we had a 6th day. That's
4 o'clock we got in, and then we worked all the way to about 2 o'clock in the morning
why?
Really?
to wrap it out.
What happened? Why did we have a
Because
6th
they
day?
didn't want to give, they didn't want to pay for the Monday, so they said we got to wrap it on Friday.
What's
Is it a location
was it
thing?
location? What location was it?
It was the chocolate factory, the Willy Wonka place.
Really?
Yep.
They cleared.
We have a chocolate factory in New York.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
So
So it's like what is it really called?
It was
that
in
place?
Williamsburg. Maribel,
some shit like that. Yeah.
But it's really good chocolate. Like
Yeah.
they have like places in like France. They have Soho. Like
It's
all
a
the
chocolate factory?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like they make it and they distribute it in this one little place in Williamsburg.
They actually wear they look like lab a lab coats. Like I've seen them in the room, and they all together with their little chocolates, and they put them in boxes and little vials. It's crazy.
I feel terrible. Are you serious? That was my location.
That was what happened because in the morning,
She cleared. I talked with the owner. She cleared.
because in the morning they had the shooters come in, right?
Marcus
So the
is
shooters worked all the way to about 6 o'clock. Then that's when we went in to wrap. but they were still shooting the exteriors outside. So we couldn't bring in our trucks to grab anything. So we was waiting for them to be finished. We was already finished up there wrapping. We had to restore it after the crew left out. And I got to around like 2 a.m.
Marcus is going to save this footage, and he's going to take it to the crew, and he's going to be like, that's the guy!
That's the guy!
Fuck this over.
He did it!
I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
It's not your fault. It's Sam's fault.
Because she wouldn't pay for because we were gonna give them like $15,000, and she was cool with that. And because the scene I was told was only gonna be like 2 hours of filming, because they were like
they didn't take that long. They didn't really. It was just the fact that we had to wait.
Yeah.
It's just a waiting game, and everything was kind of like it was like a bottleneck. Everything went to one way. Everything in, one way out. So it's like the trucks we had to get. We can't put our trucks in there if they got to shoot outside. It wasn't like it was a back entrance.
Oh, was it because of the trucks? The delivery with the trucks? I do remember them having a problem with that.
So it was a lot. It was a lot going on.
Yeah.
Because you guys never pay to shut things down. You always pay to let them
But do you know what sucked about that? I was with the director on the director scout and DJ. Doesn't matter. But
this jockey.
But yeah, this jockey. He was basically like really
Dick jammer.
He was really honing down on like that one window. He was like, I need that to be cleared. I'm gonna go into the school with the director, have that cleared by the time we leave. I'm like, okay. So I luckily I'm with the. Did you ever meet the superintendent of the whole block? Super cool dude.
You mean Tony?
The super is Donnie.
He works in both buildings?
Yeah, he works in all those buildings because there's one landlord for that whole block.
Where is this?
This is on
Where in Greenpoint?
Is
it by that dead end?
By Arter School. What's the name? Not Guernsey.
On Andor? No, you talking about
Dobbin.
Locomotive.
Dobbin.
You talking about the school, Locomotive.
Yeah.
Locomotive.
Right by that high school, the automatic locomotive high school. Right by McCarran Park, and then Dobbin Street.
I know what you're talking about now.
That.
Yeah.
Wait, but do you know the history of that area? It's big cancer cluster there.
Yeah,
since the 90s.
The oil.
Because they used to do a lot of dumping into the Newtown Creek. So now they have this thing called black mayonnaise. Black mayonnaise is whatever.
It's
like.
Is that what they called you in high school?
That's what they call it. But this stuff
like
is
a fun
underneath
time.
the ground, and they're talking about like 15 fucking feet of this shit underneath the soil.
Jesus.
And that stuff has been causing cancer in that area since the 90s.
Yeah, they had to do it for Broadway Stages, the parking lot.
Yeah.
Because we were all parking there, and something popped up, and they had to clean the dirt. And I tell you, like, they were digging up, and they was sending it into these trucks, and like cleaning it. I don't know what they were doing, but the smell that was just coming up from the ground.
It's like, when you so you have like dry cleaners. I forgot the name of the chemical they use when you do the dry cleaning. That stuff is very toxic. If it seeps into the ground, it'll affect the soil plus the water.
Yeah.
And that's the stuff that's been underneath Greenpoint for years.
We've been working at Broadway Stages, but I hope one day, like 9/11, these commercials, like if you were in 9/11 in this area, you would be compensated. I hope one day it comes back like Broadway. If you were in Broadway Stages, we'll compensate. I can't.
That's
kind
of weird because that's a big manufacturing location too. So like they're just spreading around diseases like throughout this
cancerous.
Yeah.
It's huge warehouses after warehouses.
I feel bad for the animals. You could see them inside the freaking Newtown Creek, and the birds be like, "Yeah, good water."
Water. The ducks
good eating.
They have like a third eye coming out.
Got like 5 wings. For the poor thing, just a helicopter, just
looking like
spinning around in circles. 5 wings. Oh no. I have to use the restroom real quick.
Take the mic with you so we can hear what you
I was thinking about it. I was like,
this guy had fucking 3 cups of coffee. It's like he's
bad.
Yeah, he's
I was like, I can wait. But I was like, I don't know.
Why does he have to announce that? Just say I have to go to the bathroom.
just get up and go.
Real special.
He's our special little guy. That's what he is. He's oh my god.
Can't live with him.
You can live without him.
That was the end of the statement.
Oh my god.
This point, I keep seeing these buildings. This is like on every floor. The apartments, they all kind of like the same cookie cutter.
What do you mean?
Because like most of these apartments, they make them so fast. So I don't think there's much variations between like this floor, the floor above you or below you, whatever.
Oh yeah.
So I wonder if it's all just the same layout, you know?
Well, no, you guys used to live 2 floors down, right?
We did, yeah, but I mean, honestly, like, it looks fucking insane.
But I think that one was wider though. This one's more like a longer.
It had more of a, well, the 6th floor is the only one that has 3 units instead of 4.
Oh, okay.
So
you do have more room here.
I mean, we have one less person too, so there is a lot more room.
Oh, okay.
But that was a stab at
Yeah. Yo, did you guys hear about the fire in the Hamptons now?
No.
Fire in Hamptons? I don't feel bad for them.
I was about to say, yeah.
There's a fire in the Hamptons that they're trying to control.
Aw.
They're down to 80% control now.
Wow.
But it's like, what? Like, how are we getting fires now?
Do you think California just sat there being like, y'all can't figure this shit out? Our entire state's on fire. Y'all got one fucking city.
So, okay, you remember the Hawaii
Y'all need
fires?
help?
Maui?
The Maui fires? And then they brought up these things where it's like, you know, whatever that was blue didn't burn.
Oh, the conspiracy.
The conspiracy.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Now they brought up the song by Eiffel, I forgot what they were called, Eiffel 69? Eiffel something.
I'm right there with you,
I'm blue, abadi abada.
Oh, okay.
And the song goes, I'm blue, if I'm green, I would die. So now the conspiracy people are like, oh, this is a song that's talking about the future.
Oh, fuck off.
Because it's funny with these conspiracy theories. Oh, here's another one. This is my conspiracy theory. Chester Bennington.
Okay.
Lincoln Park. He died.
R.I.P.
And then when he died, you know, like suicide, right? He was very close to Chris Cornell.
You think the suicide pact between them?
People are saying they were lovers.
Oh, don't do that.
If you look at the lyrics, if you were to analyze the lyrics of Like a Stone,
Chris Cornell song?
Yeah.
Like a stone.
It talks about like being in the room, dying, all this shit.
No, I just think they have. I don't know about the
What does it
suicide
do with
pact.
Chester Bennington though?
You know, Vanessa and her friend last night was talking about
look up
like,
the
oh yeah,
lyrics.
they were probably lovers, and I'm like, they
think that
can't be
was-
lovers.
I don't think that was.
Because you know what I brought it up to is
If they just been, even if that were the case, say that were the case, if they were, I don't think it would make any much sense for one to kill the. No, I just think there was 2 people at the same time who had fucking problems, and it just happens that way. Like people do this all the time. Like when they say, you know, you got the 3 in a row, like as if it's like some sort of divine thing. No, it just fucking happens. Because I guaranteed you, if you was to dig even deeper, there's probably even more people who died around those 3 people, but those 3 people are more prominent than the other 4 or 5 people who died.
Of course. You know, my study, my case with them was like, maybe they're not in a relationship, but if you bring up wrestling, Eddie Guerrero, who died, was very close friends with Chris Benoit, who then Chris Benoit went off and killed. You never heard this story? He killed his whole family.
Oh, yeah.
put
You
Bible-
said it last time on the podcast.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did. Yeah. So that was what, and he killed himself.
Yeah.
But they were just very close friends. So I think it gets to the point where like sometimes you don't need family. Like you could just interact with a friend and create so much of a bond where like the love is strong, and the love doesn't have to be on people always think about when you say, oh, I love this man. It's like it's not on a sexual, level. It's just we're connected. Like emotionally, like we are bonded. And then once that person dies, then can take a toll on someone where you're like,
And that could be the thing. That could just been those 2. Like,
that was my
they
thing
really had
too
a deep
with them.
connection.
Yeah.
And he lost his buddy. He's like, fuck it. Who do I have? That could happen. It's
Yeah.
true.
I mean, he's got a lot of trauma, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he was, like, molested and all this other
definitely,
shit.
He was?
Yeah, Chester Bennington was
Yeah.
molested.
Really?
He has a dark early story.
I feel like a lot of people that were molested as kids like really have like another side to them that.
Do you see this guy who he's like serving life because he was going around? He was like molested as a kid, but he's like called like the Avenger or whatever. So he's going around like murdering other predators.
Dexter?
Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, say him and his brother were like molested when they were kids, so he's like going around like, I don't know if he was murdering predators or like sexual offenders or like
What happened
beating
to
them
him?
up. He's serving like 40 years now.
40
Sheesh.
years.
Yeah, 40. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's not a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a long time, but I mean, you think you would get life, but good for him. Like they should never throw him in.
Yeah, a lot of people were very confused of like how to react to it. A lot of people were like, "Hell yeah!" Other people were like, "I don't know." I mean, yeah. I think
I
think
would say
40
send him
years.
to a country that has really bad, like problems like that.
Do your job. Reverse this.
You can live in Indonesia for the next 10 years.
Go to town.
There was a show that was to be on I think it was called World's Most Dangerous Prisons. It was on Netflix.
Yeah.
And it was a prison. I forgot what country it is. Like off the coast of Africa. It's a little island. But they don't care if the guys escape the prison. They don't give a shit because it's in a swamp area and it's surrounded not only by the water, got the mountains and all the animals. They say if it's not the crocodiles, the alligators, whatever that kills them, it'll be like the bear or a mountain lion. They don't care. Let them go. They go ahead. Get out of here.
Good luck.
Dead. They'll find them.
That sounds like a good plot for a movie.
It does actually.
You know, like the main character escapes and then he has to he doesn't know where he is.
Yeah, it's gonna
So
be
he has to,
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. Con Air 2.
Yeah, with a picture of his
Jungle.
with a picture of his family as he's going
Right.
through this.
He has like a locket where it's like,
Yeah.
I will get back to you. And then he barely escapes.
Yep.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
All right.
John Malkovich is the person that runs the
Prison.
I love how John Malkovich is like a thespian in the
He's
whole.
such a great
yeah,
actor.
He's such a good actor, but even in Con Air though, he's like this eccentric, Shakespearean. It's like, what kind of criminal would speak like this?
I'm sorry.
You know?
I like Malkovich, but I don't think so. If he was a bass player, he just playing the one note. His characters are the same fucking guy everywhere. His cadence is the same.
Same
Everywhere he
voice.
goes, he talks the same. You watch Bird After Reading.
He's so good.
He sounds exactly the same in every movie.
Dude, I love that scene
Every
where he's in
movie.
the car. He's like, "You think you can drive up in your Schwinn bike and blackmail me?" And Brad Pitt goes, "You think that's a Schwinn?"
I love him.
I have
Your
the
shit.
contents of your shit. Who is this?
Yo, even when he gets
This is a
shot in
good
the face
Samaritan.
when George Clooney shoots him, he has the funniest smile.
He's like, "Hi." Poor guy.
That's such a fucked up
He's
movie.
so fucking dumb, and he's brilliant in that movie.
That movie was
He needs to
awesome.
play dumb characters more often. 'Cause,
I love when he plays those dumb characters. That movie was so good.
You think that's a Schwinn?
I can't every Brad Pitt movie I've seen. I'm not saying I'm blown away, but I'm just saying it's like this guy can act.
Yeah, I mean,
It's totally different characters every time. It's not like
Yeah.
No.
it's not like a John Malkovich. It's not like a Nicolas Cage in the '90s. With the same way how he always
Yeah.
acts. It's just a very different character.
I don't know. I think his role that he got an Oscar for in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I mean, that was kind of similar to his character in Ocean's 11. I don't know. It didn't seem too far. I mean, he's Fight Club. Of course, he's just deranged, criminal. Mm-hmm. But then, so I would separate that. But I don't know. But he uses that Tyler Durden as his baseline for all these other roles. I feel like
I don't think so.
this cool, calm, collected kind of guy.
They're about to fight.
No, I don't think so. Like Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Okay, the same guy as in Ocean's 11. That's
he's
for
not.
sure. Yes, he
No,
is.
he's not.
some
Would you
popcorn?
consider that? Would you consider that the same?
I gotta
think
watch
so.
Ocean's 11 because I haven't seen that in a long
I
time.
love Ocean's 11.
But I
And
think
12.
I think I know what he's trying to say.
He doesn't.
I think he's saying he has
That's a reach. Like
No,
you're
I think he's
reaching.
saying,
to
you're saying,
try to-
I get what he's trying to say. I think he's trying to say that he has a default.
Yeah.
And his default
But all
is what
actors-
separates him from those
But
eccentric
Can,
characters.
can
he
we
does,
can we
you
not
know?
say all actors have a default?
I mean, that's why they're casting.
Not Daniel
this,
Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis is the
I
fucking
mean, that
character.
guy is-
That guy
Yeah,
is
yeah,
the
yeah,
fucking
He
character.
said he retired, but he's coming back.
He's coming
for sure.
back. He's the
Yeah.
fucking character.
sure.
No matter
There
what he
Will Be
plays, he's
Blood.
different from the last guy. From
There
the
Will
last
Be
guy,
Blood
from the
is
last guy.
one of the greatest ones he did, and then also the other one with Leo that he did.
He did My Left Foot.
Gangs of New York.
Gangs of New York. Yeah,
he was
my God.
freaking amazing.
Yeah. Then, did you guys see Lincoln?
Lincoln, yes.
That's
what got him the Oscar win as well, right?
He has many Oscars. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like one of them.
Yeah, one of his.
There you go, Daniel.
I haven't seen My Left Foot though. I've never seen that movie. I gotta see that. But yeah, There Will Be Blood is fucking insane.
Paul Dano was great in that movie.
Does he have an Oscar?
I don't think so.
Who?
Paul Dano.
Not sure.
Do you remember him in Little Miss Sunshine? He like didn't speak the entire movie because he like did a vow, and then he finally found out that he's colorblind, so he can't go into the Air Force. And he's like, "Fuck!"
He's like great in Batman.
The Riddler.
Yeah. He went behind the glass when he was just singing to him.
Dude, what's brilliant about that, like the little twist of that, where he's like,
just sit more over.
oh,
just
true.
In case you get more.
What's brilliant about that twist, where the entire time Batman thought that that the Riddler knew his identity, and that's why he was so nervous about the Riddler. But instead, the twist was that the Riddler thought that the Batman would want to be friends with him. Like that's all he wanted. Then when he found out that the Batman's like, I don't want anything to do with your crimes, he's like, what? He freaks out in the cell. That's a very underrated scene. No one, when he's like, no, that's not how it was supposed to go, and he freaks out.
Do you see Joker too?
No, so bad. I refuse to.
It's not bad if you skip through all the music,
which is 95% of the movie.
It's so.
As soon as it came on HBO, I just like skipped through the musical part. It was only like a 45-minute movie.
She said in her monologue, she said, "I promise not to do Joker 3."
Good.
Wow.
Did you guys see the ending of it?
I've seen the whole Joker. I've seen all of it.
Jack had a theory that I think might be pretty plausible.
I don't remember.
The ending, the ending where the guy kills him.
Yeah, that's supposed to be Heath Ledger's guy.
You think that's supposed to be Heath Ledger?
That's it. Yeah. That's how they tied it in.
Yeah.
Because Heath Ledger, you don't know where his character of Joker, you don't know where he comes from. And his story keeps fucking changing all the time.
Wait. I didn't see part 2, so I don't care about spoilers.
So what happens is Arthur Fleck, after the trial, he's found guilty. He's walking down the hallway. One of these guys, that is prison inmate, he blew off in the beginning of the movie, comes up to him and stabs him to death. Arthur dies. The guy, while he's kind of laughing hysterically, he's cutting his fucking smile in his face.
And he kind of looks like a younger.
And he kind of looks like a younger version of Heath Ledger's character.
The only problem though with that,
and then they confirmed it. That's pretty much how they
confirmed it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it was weird though. Is that the father, Bruce Wayne, Thomas Wayne, is the different actor though, of course, and he's not like as nice as, the Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
That's the only like. That's the only thing.
It was just a bad movie. Because even the first one, they weren't planning to do that.
Yeah.
Like, the plan was, I forgot, who's the director, the guy who wrote that damn thing?
Todd Phillips.
Todd Phillips really wanted to write a story about a guy with mental illness. That was the story. The studios were like, oh, we can't sell this. It was just slap Joker on it. We got a movie.
Yeah, right.
That's how you fucking did. And they do that all the time. Like that movie Cloverfield, the one with John Goodman.
Yeah.
That wasn't supposed to be Cloverfield. That was just supposed to be some sort of weird thing that's happening, and you can't tell if this guy is telling the truth or if it's actually a lie. He just having them captive. The whole thing with the aliens thing, they couldn't sell the movie alone on the original script, so they threw all the fucking Cloverfield shit at it.
Oh, to like make it.
So like a market.
Tickets,
so like a market.
Right.
Because it would just been a movie about a guy who keeps him captive in this fucking silo, and
you're right.
That's it.
Because Cloverfield and that John Goodman movie are like, they don't seem like they're connected at all.
Because they slapped that shit
Yeah.
on. They literally slapped it on.
Yeah.
You don't see the alien to the end of the movie. Like
And
they literally slapped that fucking thing on it.
What was it called? Like 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah, something like that.
So a lot of people were confused because like even before it came out, they were like, "Is it the same connection?" Even you couldn't even tell in the trailer.
Nah.
So it was very bizarre how they. Yeah.
They just wanted to sell the movie.
Barrel of like, what am I thinking of?
Cloverfield's the one where they filmed like from a camera the entire time. And it's this big monster.
No, with John Goodman. Like there was a girl like in a bunker.
Yeah, the girl is the guy with.
Saw the big barrel of like what that thing is like that strips away your human flesh and all that stuff.
Acid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't remember. It's
that
been a
part.
while. But it was pretty much, she's like trying to put the pieces together if this thing's a true story, what's happening. But it's like they had a good story, but they just figured, oh, we can't sell it without having a fucking
monster in it.
Or something on attached to it.
Imagine that. Imagine you write such a masterpiece of a script, and then you bring it, and then Hollywood's like, we'll take it, but we have to put Spider-Man at the end. No.
The fuck?
It's about a little girl on her journey to find her mom. What does Spider-Man have to do? He swings in at the end.
What does Spider-Man not have to do with it?
This is a movie about ducks finding their way from migration.
Yeah.
Okay, but Spider-Man.
It's a coming-of-age story about a kid who's from Africa who moves to New York to live with his family. But then he meets Spider-Man. Because Miles Morales.
And it's in Wakanda.
Yeah, right?
But he's African. Why is his last name Morales? Who cares, kid? Who cares?
Well, that's like, everyone's seen 30 Rock, right?
Yeah.
That's like when Jenna Maroney does her movie that's supposed to be a horror film, but then they like can't find budgeting, so then it's like they're like sponsored by like Connecticut Day, and then it turns into like a family film, and she's like tied up, and she's like Connecticut, and the plot just keeps changing so that they can make the movie until it's just absolute nonsense.
You know what's crazy? Is Todd Phillips also directed all the Hangover movies.
He's just, but yeah,
So he's a pretty versatile director.
No, he's great. I think
Yeah.
he's excellent. I think
You know, he
has
can
some
do
great
comedy and he can
ideas.
do that. And he, like, if you remember in The Hangover, they're in the elevator and there's this like guy with a perm, like, eating out a girl. That's Todd Phillips.
Oh, really?
That was?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I don't.
But even
gotta
with those
rewatch that
movies, like they weren't planning for Hangover 2 and 3.
Nah.
The first one really, if you think about it, makes the most sense to just leave it as a standalone.
Yeah.
Like how many times can I root for these motherfuckers? Like,
Yeah.
how many times this is gonna happen? Like it's like Home Alone. How many times they're gonna leave this poor kid before CPS comes in like, yo, Katan! The kid gotta go.
I mean, 1 and 2 was great.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But then the other ones.
Yeah,
like, it
the
was
third
just
one, I
like-
don't know what
Well,
that was.
didn't they like recast?
Yeah, recast the
This
whole
is
thing.
third
Yeah.
or fourth movie
Yeah.
too.
CBS got involved.
I actually know one of the set dressers I worked with is the girl he used to date. She lived in Chicago. That was her house they used.
Really?
This one.
If you look it up on Google Maps, they blur the house out,
Of course.
and you can't put the address in because so many people go there for Christmas time.
Of course.
Yeah.
They torture
Just,
that poor family.
I know.
But even the house, like the house that got flooded, they built that inside of the school and the swimming pool so they could do that. I'm quite sure the school gets a lot of shit too.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know they.
That's
did.
why because they couldn't find a soundstage to do it, so they said that whole movie was on a low budget. They didn't. Fox did not think it's gonna happen. Like, this is gonna be straight to video.
It was also Christopher Columbus directed that.
Yeah.
Who also did the first 2 Harry Potters.
Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, he wrote Goonies.
He wrote the Goonies.
Yeah,
So he's like a master of like
of kid stuff.
Kid stuff.
He's
yeah.
been doing kid stuff for years.
And,
Except I don't know how you could
Rediscover
call it.
America too.
Yeah. Right. It's like-
After he chopped on the Talino's hands. Like, can you imagine that guy coming in looking for gold and they're like, oh, we just use it everywhere, but we make it out of spoons.
I know, right? Yeah.
You got paperweight.
He's like, do you know how valuable this is in other countries? What's a country?
He uses to hold my car.
We just kind of eat it.
Sure, take as much as you want. Shit is soft.
He's like, what, gold here? He just
Take it, I don't care.
knocks on doors, asks for gold.
But what made people say this is valuable?
Right?
Like what? Like besides jewelry, you
Yeah.
can't really do anything with gold. I think gold is good as
It's
a
a sound
conductor,
conductor. Very good sound conductor.
but that's it.
Well, you was crazy.
Because it's shiny.
I think it's a rarity. It has to be the rarity.
There's a lot of gold out there. I think now, you know.
No, it's gone.
Well, you know what's weird too is that
Bullion.
it was so valuable that they even made a profession called alchemy, just to make gold out of other minerals. So like alchemy is like, it's like imagine something can be so valuable that they're like, what if we turn other minerals into gold? But then that devalues gold right there.
Yeah.
So if you have alchemists out there turning shit into gold, then that just decreases the
Pretty sure
value.
you can tell. I
Maybe.
mean, a jeweler would probably tell the difference.
Probably. Let's go. How do you get into, what's it called when you're the jeweler, like when you have the
A jeweler.
yeah.
What do you call a jeweler? A jeweler.
But they do like the appraisal, right, of like a mineral or like a jewel. They can tell by the carat or whatever. What's that like? They have a little
Appraiser.
I guess
Appraiser,
appraiser.
yeah, right?
It'd be kind of a cool job.
That was a great show. Pawn Stars.
Oh, so good.
You remember?
But I liked it, but they were low blowing people a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like there was one I remember. The guy came in with one of Jimi Hendrix's guitar. He played it on the stage. I think it was a Woodstock guitar he had. It's one of those. And he had the authenticity. He had the actual certificate. The guy's like, it's worth over $1 million, but I could give you $500,000. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but you gotta think they gotta make their money back though.
You're making money back.
It's a business.
Even if it's $1 million he paid for, he's gonna make that back. It's Jimi Hendrix's guitar, and it's been it's the real deal. Like they have certificates proving it. It's a photograph. It's everything.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna make your money back. The guy walked away. Good for him. He was like he went to take. I think he took it to an auction.
That shop has to be so like they're the most like valuable things in that one shop because of that show alone.
But there's 2 lines on that shop. I don't know if you know that.
What?
There's 2 lines. So
you said lions.
No.
I was like, they have like
Wait,
security.
no.
What? He goes back on
Can you imagine someone haunting the lion, being like, "How much do you want for this?"
So if they're shooting, right? So when you go, if you have something that looks like, that's actually pretty cool, deep story, you go indirectly in, and that's the guys who get on camera. The guys who don't get on camera, or you may see just the back of their heads, as the people waiting on line.
Oh, towards the windows.
Yeah.
And all
So
that
you
stuff.
see it all the time. They'll be shooting, and you see that person will walk in, but he'll go to the counter behind them. That's because that's actually they still working.
Oh shit.
So like they're filming, and then there's a working side of it.
I like the guy that came in like Prince. You ever saw that episode? This guy
You
dressed
heard
as
Prince?
Yeah.
What was he selling?
And like it's such a bad Prince impersonation, jewelry. And he would like do the dance. He go, and then the guy's like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm Prince." And then it was like, "No, you're not." It's like Prince never made that sound.
Meanwhile, they're like, "Prince has been dead for 10 years."
Yeah.
So this one guy's like, is that fucking Prince?
It's always the talented ones, man. It's always guys like that.
Yeah.
The really good ones.
He was young when he died too.
Yeah, I mean,
Who?
youngish.
Yeah, like he's in his
He was
50s.
how tall was Prince?
Like 5 something.
I think he was low
He used
fives.
to wear high heels just to be tall, and women used to just.
And he'll
throw
take your
themselves.
woman.
Yeah.
Wear high heels and take
Just
your
wear
woman.
this little man. It's like this little man.
I thought he was gay for the longest time.
No, he didn't like gay people.
Yeah.
He didn't.
He like retracted his words, but someone asked him once about like gay marriage, and he just went and like tapped on a Bible, like in an interview, because he was a Jehovah too.
Yeah.
Really?
He typed on his Bible and took like a bump of coke from one of the pages.
But then he like retracted it like 6 months later and just made like some like, "Oh no, like it was out of like."
But then his stylist apartment gay, his wardrobe guy was
But he
gay.
had to know the way like he was dressing and all this stuff. Like, come on, sir, you're not giving off the straightest vibe.
Yeah, but that's the
there
thing.
is.
That's
It's
how
like-
it was in the 80s and the 70s.
Yeah, that's
like
true,
that,
with glam bands and
everybody
all
did
that
it.
stuff, you know?
Everybody did it.
I mean, yeah, ACDC.
But it was like,
Aerosmith.
they went back. They were showing like in the 80s, like the straightest guys were in glam band, long hair, makeup, and then the gay guys were in flannels, like real butchy and like doing things.
But you know what's wild is that guys like Metallica, and those Slayer, Metallica, Megadeth, they wore just a skinny jeans, a flannel shirt, or a regular band shirt, right?
Yeah.
All guys in their clubs. There's no bitches there at all. But then the dudes who's all glammed out, all the girls.
Like, hey, if we go on this,
So who's
we
really
need to-
gay?
There's a lot of guys at this metal show.
Yeah, what the fuck? Where the bitches at?
You guys ever seen the Instagram videos where you take like Metallica songs or like Limp Bizkit songs and they would change the words
Oh no!
to like
way.
just full on fledged like gay like
There's a lot.
like, like stick it in my butt. Like, it's like just like really weird things.
No, my favorite ones
Slipknot.
is when they do like when they take like what's this like Aerosmith, or they'll do what's that, Rolling Stones, and they have their music videos but they drop out the sound and you can just hear without the music. And
Oh,
it's
the tapping.
Oh yeah. The time.
That's exactly what it was doing. You should have put it past their feet.
You're
Oh,
like
the
the-
squeaking of the shoes.
My favorite, and I never gets old, but that Taylor Swift song. Like, wait till you hear this sick ass beat, and it's like. People edit it so well. We're over an hour. What do you think?
What are we at?
Hour 4.
Yeah, we're looking at about hour 4.
Hour 4. Okay, one question. Right? So I typically
3 inches from the floor. Huh?
What?
What are you talking about?
We haven't had a Hitler joke yet.
Oh God!
Oh damn! You said it.
You piece of shit.
I don't know how we got here.
We never know how we get there.
Because this is what he does when he wants to end the cast, right? The podcast, he just brings up that name, and everybody's like, fuck! It's like, ended.
You know, right now, that guy's right now in hell. Like, oh, they talk about me again. Yeah, oh my god.
He's our number 1 viewer.
He's right number 1 viewer.
It's what he planned for all along. He'll always go down in infamy. He will never die.
Jeez, the one that y'all have 100+ views, 99% him.
Yeah, our 200 subscriber, it's like 195 different one of his channels that he created.
I'm just saying 6 million is just too high of a number. I'm just saying.
Oh my lord. Okay, so I tend to do this, right? This is a good question, right? So, like, growing up, like, we all, like, watch movies and stuff like that. But is there a movie that you tend to always say, you know, every couple of years, be like, I gotta rewatch this movie, and when you watch it, it's totally different than what it was because now you're older and now you can understand more, and now you're like, oh wow.
Night of the Living Dead for me easily.
Yeah,
the '68 version. Yeah,
Really?
That's a good one.
Night of the Living Dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. It's like,
Man, I'm gonna say probably Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? George Clooney, the Odyssey movie.
okay.
Oh yeah, that's
I
the
love-
Coen Brothers. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Coen
yeah.
Brothers.
Coen Brothers.
Because that's the one that like that's like the first like big movie I saw with my family, and I like, go back to watch that probably once a year.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
It's long though. It's the only problem. It's very boring certain parts, but like the big moments are like, whoa, it's fun.
Yeah.
John Goodman's great in that.
Mm-hmm.
He plays the Cyclops.
For me, Fight Club.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fight Club's one of those movies because every time you rewatch it, you're like, oh shit, this is weird.
I'm actually like really thinking.
Yeah.
You know the thing about Fight Club, if you pay attention to it, they draw a clue to the point where. So you know when he's talking about Edward Norton's character, when he's talking about what Tyler Durden used to do at the movie theaters, and how he will splice in a piece of porn so quick, and everybody's like, "What the fuck was that?" They do that throughout the movie with Brad Pitt's character.
Right.
He gets spliced in certain scenes. That if you really pay attention, you can see him pop up when Edward Norton's talking.
Oh, before they meet, he's at the treatment. The
He
cancer
pops up.
therapy. Yeah.
The same way they talk about in the fucking film.
Yeah, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Those
Those are the I guess with the nuggets you could say you'll find. In those
Yeah.
In the industry, they call this cigarette burns.
Cigarette burns.
That's to edit to take out the film.
The film,
They'll put like a burn in the film, so that way the movie theater can change the film out.
Jack, what do you got? What are you thinking?
I mean, my favorite movie, Cruel Intentions, is. I mean, I didn't know what the fuck that was when I watched it as a kid, but
Yeah,
now if
of
I
course,
watch
like,
it,
why
I'm like,
would
this is
you?
actually a very fucked up plot.
I'll be fucked up as a kid. You're like, wow, I really understand everything going on right now. It's like,
Because I think I watched it when I was like maybe like
yeah, that's my question. How old were you?
11
when
or
you
12.
watched
That movie was wild. I remember that one.
It's literally, that is probably one of my all-time favorite films.
Sarah Michelle Gellar, when she's taking the bumps. from
It's
the
so
cross, it's
iconic, and I hate that
insane.
word.
From the cross? Oh,
Yeah, like she just.
Yeah.
It's like it's so elitist, you know. It really is. If you think about it.
Being elitist.
But the whole
did you guys? The Gene Hackman stuff.
Yeah, they solved it already.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, so he had dementia, like severe dementia.
Yeah,
So she had died a week before.
Yeah.
From like some kind of fungus growing in the house.
Oh, that's what happened?
So
Yeah.
he had
I thought they
dementia.
died the same day.
No.
So did I, yeah. I thought I was like
she
that and the
died-
dog all at once.
She got a disease
It was like a mold in the house or something, right?
that's created by rodents.
Right.
Oh.
So she died. They had a dog that had surgery. The dog was crated. She died. He has really severe dementia.
So he thought
He's
he was just
roaming this
remember
home.
the house with a dead body in there. Not
with
even
a dead body, not realizing the dog's in the crate. The dog dies because of hunger and all this stuff. And then later on, he dies a week later. And I'm thinking due to, I don't know this part, but I'm thinking due to the dementia and all that, didn't even take his medication that he
Right.
needed.
She was part of the one doing that for him.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
I
And he
think
did
she-
have, they say he had heart disease.
Yeah.
So she
yeah.
probably was the one giving him his meds anyway.
Yeah.
And she was like, I think 20 years.
She
Not
was
20,
65,
was it?
yeah, she was
Around-
like 60s, yeah.
So
he,
that's insane.
it's so sad too because he just like doesn't know which way's up. He's just walking around this house.
Well, no, he really doesn't.
Yeah. Wow.
That's why you gotta do what Jack Nicholson does. Like he has his kids living with him, so you're never gonna find that out about Jack.
Well, that's why you gotta treat your kids good because
Yeah.
if you don't, they don't want to live with you when you get older.
Did you see his son in did you guys see Smile too?
No.
Jack Nicholson's son,
Which one was he in Smile too?
he was the boyfriend that died in the car wreck in the very beginning, and he keeps popping up in her because she's going crazy, and he keeps popping up with that crazy. He has a great smile. I mean, he is Jack Nicholson's son.
Yeah.
I do remember
But
now.
he's
The
the
OG Joker.
creepy
The
smile.
real
Joker. Lawrence. So what do you think?
Yeah, I think we're good. This was
Say
great.
Hitler again.
Oh, jeez.
Let's go.
To be fair, no one's saying they supported Hitler. They're just saying Hitler.
It's like flag. YouTube's just flagging.
They're like, we have to give you some money, and no. You
No,
said,
no, we're about to.